Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. Hi guys, welcome back to the Retro Room. I have shown probably a few 4x6s on this channel. Like even my test board or my beaten stepchild board has a 486. It's an SX250 on this little guy. I call this the beaten stepchild because it's got broken traces. You can see there's a right there by my fingertip. There's a gash in the board, and there's a sloppy bodge there. But it works. The I/O on board does not work, however. But that's okay. It works good for a test board. This board, I'm not even sure what it is. It has 3 VLB slots, several ISA. For the case I'm going to put this in, VLB won't work too well. It's a GST Micro City, has a serial number there. And up here it says UCM486V30. Looks very clean on the back. Looks a little dusty on the top, but that's okay. For systems of this vintage, you kind of expect it. It's rocking a 486 DX33. No clock doubling, it just runs at 33 megahertz like the bus speed. And that's fantastic. All 30-pin memory here. But let's stop talking about it and let's see what it does. Because I don't think I've put power to this board yet. It may very well just do nothing. Oh, I have some 1s. I have some 4s. But I think for this sort of machine, my inner nostalgia is screaming to make it no more than 8 megabytes. So we'll put 4 in it. I don't know which is the first bank. We will start on the outside because gotta start somewhere, right? I like how that snaps in there. Those are some quality. The double-sided, the fat metal holds on that. Very nice. This 30-pin memory is 8-bit. For some 8-bit machines, it could use 1 stick. 16-bit, like your 286s and 386SXs, could use 2 sticks because those are 16-bit processors and you need 16 bits of memory, which would mean 2 sticks. 486 though is a 32-bit processor, and it needs 4. The video card I'm going to try this with is it's a clone of the Orchid Pro Designer 2 running the Sang Labs ET4000AX. This has 1 meg of RAM on board, and all 3 chips, including the translation ROM. We've got RAM, we have video. Let's put the postcard in here. Get this swung around where you guys can have a look at it. Plug in a keyboard. Let's do the AT power. Now all these black wires have to go together because on an AT power connection, which is this thing right here, there are 4 ground wires, all right in the middle of the connector. Then you have 5 volts and 12 volts and 3.3s and, you know, sense wires and all the other goodness. We're going to see if we get life out of this machine. It has no onboard I/O, so we will need a card for that, which is fine. We can provide one of those. All right, let's see what happens. Postcard is rolling up numbers. We have video on board. There, you guys see it. 4 megs of RAM, CMOS options not set. We don't have a battery on this thing. Run setup utility. That's fantastic. Let's take a look at those setup utilities. F1. Oh, that's the most early 90s thing I've seen in a while on this on computers. Let's see. You can change those colors. They're all so fantastic. And by fantastic, it means something I wouldn't want to make a... Well, there's inverted monochrome and just monochrome. Another monochrome, several of those. Back to where we were. This is not something I want to paint a room in, but it's fantastically wild to see it. You can't even see. Can't even see what the white on white text was on there. We can set the date. Funny that this defaults to 1980 when this board was made well after 1980. There is no C, but we can set a user type. This can auto detect a hard disk, and it has a hard disk utility. An auto configuration. That's fantastic. We'll write the CMOS and exit and watch it count up memory again, which it did awful quick. FDD controller failure. We don't have an FDD in there. There's the boot screen. 33 megahertz clock, 256K of cache, 486DX or 487SX. No, it's a 486DX. Says there's a numeric processor, which is what the DX, I think, means. There's a numeric processor on the chip. It thinks there's a floppy drive in there, but of course there's not. Well, let's get a controller card, and we'll see what we can get out of this. On this BIOS, it looks like 00 is what it shows when it's booting. Some say FF. All right, let's get some drive stuff together. Okay, I found a controller card. This is one of those multi-IO jobs. Has a single IDE port, floppy, couple serial. There's a game port, parallels built onto the card. This can incidentally be moved from here or here, depending on what you need it for. But where it is right now is just fine. I have a 512 meg compact flash card on a CF2 IDE adapter. It's plugged in there. And just because, why use real hardware for testing purposes? For right now, we're going to put the Gotek on here as well. And he's already plugged in. This is kind of precarious. We will stick him right back here. And now we can't see the postcard very well, but that's okay. All right. Now there we are. Let's power him on. And that's already set to a DOS 622 boot image. We're going to need to get into the... Okay, it just went on without us. Let's restart. There we go. Got to be quick, because it'll boot right on, because it doesn't have a whole lot of memory to test, and it tests the memory pretty quick. Oh, we'll set that. We will auto detect the hard drive. That'll work. There isn't a second one. It should realize that here in just a moment. Okay, we will write that to the CMOS. I need to find some battery solutions. This does have a connection for an external battery, which will be more handy than it just says J. I've seen this problem before from these industrial compact flash cards. See if we can't get it to boot from the A drive first. Yeah, boot up sequence CA. We'll go to AC. See if we can't format that drive and get it acting right. There we go. Enter new time and date. We don't care. Okay. Let's F-disk it. What is it showing? Primary DOS. FAT16. I mean, that's fine at all. You know what, just because you have to, when deleting the primary DOS partition, you have to type the volume label just so DOS knows you are serious. He's gone. Okay, let's make a primary DOS partition. He's going to restart now. Okay. Then that should be drive C, so format C:. We don't need the system on there. Yes, and boy, he's quick. Effectively solid state media for I'm changing the Gotek to a DOS 6.22 image. DOS 6.22 install disk 1. We're going to restart. We're going to see if that compact flash card will work. If not, I do have other options. Error occurred while reading or writing drive A. I hope that was a fluke. Date and time is not correct, but that is okay. The rest is. C:/DOS will work. I'm going to let this install and change the disks and all, and I'll come back with you. And bam! It says remove all disks from floppy drive and press enter. So we'll take the USB off the Gotek. We'll press enter. We will restart the computer. It's a soft restart, so we shouldn't have to reset the BIOS. And we'll see if the hard drive cooperates. Well, no. It says J. That's fun. That is fun. Do I have another that is not this industrial stuff? This does not say industrial, but it looks a lot like those others. I'm kind of leery. 4 gig is a bit much. 8 gigs are way too much. There's a SanDisk 512. But you know what? I have something. That would be a little better for this system. Something a little more period accurate. Let me go get that. What I have is this guy. Caviar 2540. It's a 540 megabyte hard drive. Manufactured the 14th of November 1994. Almost 30 years old. It's already set to be a single drive. It says copyright 1993 right there. This will give me an opportunity to test this drive, see if it works, and then do period appropriate things to it, with it, on it. What other prepositions can we use for that? Okay. Pin 1 to pin 1. This cable has little pink dots to indicate pin 1. On pin 1 on the drive, and then pin 1 on this card. Like so. Then we need to get, I'll set that over there. I'm being rather careful with the drive. Okay. All right, he's all plugged in. Let's put this back in here because we're going to need to boot from it. Moment of truth. Let's see if it blows up. No, the drive spun right up. Oh, that sound. That's fantastic. I don't know what it's trying to do here, but hard drive's not set up properly. That humming noise it's making. Okay. We can't do that though. We need to get into the BIOS. No, we don't need there. Auto detect. Found it as 516 meg. Found it. There is no drive D on the chain. We will write to the CMOS and exit. All right. Just in case. I don't know if ScanDisk is even on that disk. It is. It's doing the A drive, which is just a disk image. This isn't. No. 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 ScanDisk C. What if it recognizes that there's even a C drive on there? Oh, those noises. Wait a minute. let's let it do a surface scan and see what it finds. I won't have you guys sit around for all of that, but we will see. So far it's not showing anything bad, but we'll see what ScanDisk comes up with. I'm checking in. As we can see, it's a little over half. It's at 61%. We're not showing any bad clusters yet, which, knock on plywood, hopefully we won't have something catastrophic. But we'll let it finish. Well, something popped. Some data is stored in a damaged area of drive C and might already be lost. I'm not even sure what's on there to begin with, so. The problem is probably causing data errors. To see which files are affected by the damage, choose more info. Choose fix it. Oh, okay. Cluster 29,938 of drive C cannot be read. There's no file using. There's still errors on drive C. ScanDisk did not find any problems. I'm still going to go with it. Let's pop this out of here and restart. And we'll see if there's anything on the hard drive. See if it's bootable. And if it is, see what's on it. He's not doing anything. Okay then. Let's restart him one more time. It's probably somebody's information, some personal information or something on that drive, and it's probably not kosher that I go poking around and try to keep it. Let's look at the partition information. It just says fat. Okay. Three, delete the primary. There is no volume label. Let's create one. Yeah, we can do that. All right, we're booting again. We'll format the C drive with this. About 504 megabytes. This is going to take a minute. I won't subject you guys to all of that. He's done formatting. It kind of made some noise. I think it found some bad ones. We don't need volume label. 32,768 bytes in bad sectors. Well, we will see, because that's really not a whole lot. Just a few. We'll go on and we'll see if it gets any worse. Let's restart him one more time. The format should have blocked off those bad sectors on the drive. Of course, that won't prevent new bad blocks or bad sectors if it's growing like a cancer, but we'll hope that's not happening. This is working quite a bit better than it did with the compact flash adapter. Yes. And this is going to take a bit, so I won't have you guys around for that. Okay, DOS is installed. Let's pop the USB out there. And we'll see if it boots off of the hard drive. I mean, it should. Barring anything just catastrophic, it should. Booted just fine. Okay. I think I have Windows 3.11 on the install disks. Let's see if we can do that. Windows setup. It says Windows 3.1, but I think we'll be all right. Custom or Express? Let's go custom. That's the proper directory. We're checking system configuration. All right. MS-DOS, VGA, no mouse yet. That's fine. US keyboard, American English, no network. Cool. And we're copying files. this go for a while and come back with you. He's finishing up now. We have no printer. Those wonderful noises. Okay. Oh. A sneeze while recording. Fantastic. Skip. Okay, we're going to restart. Let's go into Windows. It says 3.1. I mean, it's not going to bother me a whole lot, but that looks like Windows 3.1. No, we don't need it there. Control panel. What? Whatever. You can see about a mouse, but we're not going to worry about that right now. That's fine. Okay, Windows is in there. Seems to be working okay. All right. Well, let's see if I can find a sound card to plonk on here. And some speakers to move over here so we can hear them too. All right, this video is getting a bit long, but I think we know the board works. Working rather well. The processor's a little warm, but that seems to be okay. The hard drive is working. It seems to be working well. I'm going to put that'll be all for this video. When we come back, I want to try putting a sound card on here. We might even try an actual floppy drive. Let's see if we can get some things going on this low spec 486. But I thank you for joining me, and I hope you have a good day.